Right, ready to get underway. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 50, Mookie Betts.
And the home opener is underway.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
That's the ball down. And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back. Back to work, 3-2 now. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ha! Way inside, gets out of the way. That one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one almost hit him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball popped up. Langoliers should have this one. And there's one down. One out man at first. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Foul ball there. And that one popped in the air, left field. Thomas towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Wood! Laser to the gap, should score the run. Flying around third is Betts. He will score and the Dodgers have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's got it. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill for the Dodgers. Blake Snell. How about a scouting report on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Brent Rooker will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one away.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Hernandez going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Man on second, 2 down. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Line drive, base hit. Tucker hustles to get it in, and the stop sign goes up at third on the potential tying run.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Late swing, foul to the left.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And just misses with that one. Got him swinging for the K. Huge. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Back to work, Luis Severino. Ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
On the ground to first. Has some trouble with it. The underhand flip, and that's a great play for the out. So up next, Andy Pajes. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first.
Runner on the go. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Late swing, fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the top of the second. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. The 1-1. In the air to left center. Clark under it. And that's the third out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Digging in,
right
Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins.
Late swing, fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it. Throw to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's strike 1. That one catches the corner for a strike. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Check swing, now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Next up for the A's, Colby Thomas. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Ball.
Smoked on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Top half of the third inning, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Langoliers takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
The Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Collins on the move to the gap. 2 down. Here's Kyle Tucker. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. To the right side, McNeil sends it to first. That's the third out. Inning over. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, Denzel Clark.
Denzel Clark.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
Swings and misses, struck him
number
out.
7.
And that's 4 strikeouts.
Witt Jr.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it gets by him. And that extends the inning. Fly to left his first time. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
A couple of singles back to back. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
This one in the air center field. And that will end the inning. Start of the fourth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Ibanez. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Langoliers takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Gets him to chase after that one. That's towards center. Clark has a beat on it. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Fought off foul. 0-1 down. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. On the ground to short, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On to Freddie. Double play. Base is empty after the double play. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
That's foul.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And there's a ball. That one missed.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that
That's
one almost got him. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Swings and misses. We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
Ball.
On the ground to third, Ibanez. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Ground ball right side. Kurtz takes it to the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order now. Here's Mookie now.
No, that's down. Ball.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one missed. Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Betts into second.
As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Up next,
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. Two on, 2 outs. That one way inside.
No, that missed. Hike one.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Denzel Clark.
Denzel Clark.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. And a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball, left side. And foul ball. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. And even with his speed, they get the out.
Nope. Ball.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And they tie it up. It's 1-1. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent. Now 1 for 2. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez. Here's a tapper towards short. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one carrying. Out of here. That one's got to feel good. It's their second home run of the inning. Ibanez in the box now. Nope. And a strike. So Mark Kotze going with a pinch hitter here. Carlos Cortez. Out towards right center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Top 6. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. Swinging a foul out of play. Base hit into right center.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
In the air to left center. Clark on the move. And there's one down. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Max Muncy, a 2-run homer. One down. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Foul ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. McNeil gets it to first. Inning over. Well, we go bottom 6. Digging in, Nick. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And fouled off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run.
He's
in
out.
time. Got him.
Up next for the A's, the right fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes on the move. And that quickly 2 away. Jeff McNeil stands in. He is struck out and he is walked. Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Here comes the runner. Relay throw. And he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. Puts a bunt down, right side, Kurtz. And he's out on the tag. Inside, almost got him.
Ball, that's low.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Just
No,
missed.
ball.
On the ground.
That's foul.
And it goes just foul. The 3-1. This to third. Slings it across. That's out number 2. 2 out.
Now pitching for
So a
the
lefty
A's,
out of the pen.
number
Hogan
36,
Harris. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Harris.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Clark gets under it. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading off
Stepping
for the
in,
A's,
Denzel Clark.
Number 1.
So the closer
Denzel.
summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
Now
Save
pitching
opportunity
the
for him right here,
Number
and he's
3,
their guy.
Edwin
Time to lock this one down
Diaz.
and get out of here with the W.
should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Rooker can't hold up, and that's a strike. That's a little bit low.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. He's trying for third. And that's a stolen base. Not close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Line drive, base hit. In from third is the tying run.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Betts. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. We go to the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Man at second. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
In the air, left field. Takes it in for the out. Go ahead run on base. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Way out front for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Leading off. Number 26. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Jack Dreyer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And he lays down a bunt. Throw on to Freeman. No! They get him, but it was pretty close.
Up next for the A's, the first baseman, Nick Rooker.
Isaac Collins up next for the A's.
0
for 3 in this one.
Isaac
Collins.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. In the air, center field. Pajes settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Across is the winning run. And the A's walk it off and win it 4-3.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Four-3 our final score. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton.